Hello, we are here today to talk about the Tag Heuer Connected watch, the new one. The fourth edition is called the Connected Calibre E4. We like the name, obviously. We like Tag Heuer. Why do we like Tag Heuer? Because it had a legacy of technology. It always has. I got involved with it at an early age because I just was into cars, and they would always be sponsoring race cars and so on. So they've always been about technology and precision and daring. Okay, so how does a connected watch fit in with this world of mechanicals and technology and so on? It actually fits in very well because it is really within their wheelhouse. It is something they do. They've always been at the forefront, whether it's timing Formula One races, by electronics, or by just creating these wonderfully intricate complications. Having said that, where does a connected or smartwatch fit into their portfolio? Now, okay, on one hand, a lot of people have moved to smartwatches, and that's fine. We use them as well. We use them every day, but they're on my right wrist, whereas the other watch is on my left wrist. Oh, here, tag. There you go. Okay, on the right is usually, it would have been a Fitbit before. Now it is an Apple Watch. Okay, and I like it that way, and a lot of people do. However, there are people who want to move up from the watches on their wrist that everybody has, like Apple Watches and Samsungs and Fitbits and whatever, and they want to go to something more interesting. And this is where Tag Heuer comes in, because Tag Heuer has the horological DNA to create these wonderful the cases, for example. People don't realize, you look at the Apple Watch and it's just a simple case, okay? But then you've got, then if you look at Tag Heuer or any other serious watch, you're going to have levels of finishing. You're going to have different finishing. You're going to have details that you just aren't going to get in a lot of these less expensive watches. And that's what Tag Heuer brings to the table. Now, it has been smooth all the time? No, just like any other smartwatch. It was a curve they had to learn on. But this one is the best yet. Okay, we like it for several reasons. For one, it comes in two sizes. You have a bezeled one on the 45 millimeter, and you have a non-bezeled one, well, not a external sport bezel, on the other one. What that means is that the larger one, the 45 millimeter, is a bit more sporty. Whereas the other one has a very, very smooth case, which people are used to with things like the Apple Watch. It just kind of curves. It's much more elegant. Okay, the thing we really like about when smartwatches first came out, when the Fitbits first started using the Fitbits, we didn't like the faces. They were just very technical. So it was very, very nice when people like Tag Heuer started putting fun, technical faces on, but also their classic watch faces. And it turns out that their most popular watch face is what they call the O2, which is basically a very, very simple chronometer. I would love if they did it with the Monaco, and I thought they would do it with Monaco, but they haven't. And I don't know if they will or not. But no, they have these great faces. And you can choose the Porsche face, you can choose all these other things. They're great. But at the same time, they're very inventive with their non-traditional faces. They have this one that kind of puts the time in a subdial analog, and other things are going on. Then it's got one that creates kind of a skyscape and so on. So it's kind of a jump from the previous stuff. And I think that's good, because I think increasingly you're going to have people who want the smartwatch, either for some use or for always use, but they don't want the same watch that everybody else has. If you start meeting people who all wear Apple Watches, they look like pod people, and I'm one of those people. Okay, but I also have another watch, so that's fine. So, end result is, what do we feel about the new Tag Heuer Connected E4? I actually really like it, and I do not think. I mean, they are a watch company. They have to do certain things. They have to create certain products to respond to certain markets. They were very, very bold doing this early on, and a lot of people didn't agree with them. And I was borderline, to be honest, because I saw the first ones before the world saw them, and I was like, nah, you don't want to do that. But they came out well, and they are creating a niche, and more people are putting things on their wrist. This is what I call the renaissance of watches, which you've written about, which you should check out. And there are more people putting watches on their wrists, and they're not putting them on to tell the time. They're putting them on for the technical stuff, or they're putting them on because of a look. you now have that option. More people and younger people are putting watches on their wrist, and the Tag Heuer Connected Calibre E4 is just another one of those. It's just a little bit different. It's not something you're going to buy in a tech store or an Apple store or whatever. It would be really nice if Tag Heuer started going back to selling things in speed shops, because that was really where we all the car geeks met them, right? But no, is it meant to be the watch you're going to give to your grandkids? No, that's really not the way it is anymore. And to be honest, cars aren't going to be that way. Watches will still be that way if you get the right watch. If you get another Tag, for example, then yeah, that'll be around for the next 100 years. But not these smart watches. Understand that. Just understand that, that is the product and that is the world nowadays. Having said that, that may well be the way to point people who are not into watches, and they go from the Apple to something more fun like the Tag. And then from there, they might realize that, you know what, there is something about these mechanical watches that are pretty cool. So we're happy they're doing this. Thank you very, very much. This has been Carl Gunanan from Calibre.